Good morning everyone. This is second session. In this session we want to discuss about detail about sexual parts of the flower and then pollination and then fertilization. Okay. Now let us see what are the male sexual part of the flower is stamen and anther. What are the female sexual part of the flower is ovary, style and stigma. These are simply called as androecium. This is simply called as gynoecium. Students, you should remember these words. That's why I am repeating again and again. Okay, androecium and gynoecium. Now, this gynoecium part is also called as pistil. Pistil or carpel. Carpel, pistil or carpel. Another point. Gynoecium is also called as pistil or carpel. Okay, why it is called as essential part of the flower? Because due to these parts of the flower only, a parent plant can give birth to the young ones. Young ones are daughter plants. Young ones are daughter plants. If you observe a fruit in the transfer session, it is a fruit. In the transfer session, what will you observe that here there is some ovules present. Okay, so sorry. Here some seeds are present. This is fruit. Inside the fruit, transfer session of fruit, we will see seeds. If you observe a ovary, transfer session also, a ovary, this is style below to this ovary. Transfer session of ovary also, you should observe like this manner. Okay, this is ovary. Inside it, ovules are present. Ovules. Okay. From this observation, we can conclude that ovary will convert into fruit after maturation and ovules will convert into seed after fertilization. Then these seeds fall down into the soil. From this germination of the seeds only, daughter plant will arises. Germination of seed leads to formation of daughter plant. Now these seeds are coming from ovules. Fruit is coming from ovary. Okay. Then before that we should know about an experiment to know about pollination. Now let us take 10 male flowers of one plant, like bitter gourd or bottle gourd plant, 10 male flowers. Okay, from these 10 male flowers, we should collect. I said that in the male flower there is a powder like, grain like structures are present inside the anther. Those are called as pollen grains. Now these pollen grains are collected in a paper. Then in the second step, you should select 10 female flowers, 10 female flowers on the same plant, on the same plant. Why? Because it is a unisexual plant. It is having male flowers separately and female flowers separately. So first of all we selected 10 male flowers, and after maturation of these 10 male flowers we can collect the pollen grains from the anther and collection of pollen grains in a paper. Then what will you do? You should select 10 female flowers, then add these pollen grains, then add these collected pollen grains on the stigma of female flower, Then these flowers are covered with polythene bags. Why? Because to avoid unwanted pollination, So after that these flowers are converted into fruits. Let us observe that, is there only 10 flowers in that plant? No, there are so many flowers present on the plant, but we selected only 10 female flowers only, and it is covered with 10 polythene bags. Now let us observe remaining flowers. These are also covered with polythene bags. But after few days they can't form any fruits. Why? Because here pollen grains are not added to the female flowers. Here pollen grains are added to the stigma of the female flower, and then only polythene bags are covered. But here before going to addition, the flowers are covered with polythene bags, and here there is no addition of pollen grains. That's why they can't develop into fruits. But here after addition of pollen grains, fertilization will occur, then fruits will form. From this experiment we conclude that a flower having female part and it is added with a male parts like pollen grains, then it will converts into fertilized product like fruit. Now what is the importance? What is the importance of this experiment here is pollination. I want to say pollination definition, that's why here I explained an experiment. Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from male flower or anther to which region? Stigma of same flower or different flower. It is called as pollination. Okay, what is that? The transfer of pollen grains. Here anther is present, pollen grain is present inside. This is a flower. The transfer of pollen grains after bursting of anther, this anther is burst and pollen grains are fall into the atmosphere. After bursting of anther, we collected pollen grains on a paper, and these pollen grains are carefully transferred to the another having stigma like that. Another flower having stigma like that. These pollen grains are transferred to the another flower having stigma. Okay, then add these pollen grains on the surface of the stigma. From the stigma, pollen grains that enters into style and then reaches the ovary. Now this ovary finally converts into a fruit. Okay, this addition is occurred in first step. This addition is occurred in first step, but not occurred in second experiment. Here, why? Because the flowers are not added with pollen grains and it is covered with a polythene bag. Why? Because to avoid the transfer of pollen grains from the surrounding plants naturally. Okay, by wind energy, pollen grains are flows along with the wind and can shut down on the region of stigma. It can form a fertilized product. So to avoid these reactions, we should cover the remaining flowers with the polythene bags. That's why there is no pollination occurred. There is no transfer of pollen grains occur. So these flowers does not form any fruit here, But here in this experiment, the pollen grains are collected and these collected pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of selected 10 female flowers, and after that only the flowers are covered with polythene bag and leave for few days. After that the flower ovary is converted to the fruit. This is the formation of ovary into the fruit. Okay, this is called as pollination. Now types of pollinations. Types of pollinations. Pollinations are two types. Self-pollination and cross-pollination What is self? Self means same individual or same plant. Self means same. Cross means others. That means the pollination occur between same plant flower. That means the pollination occurs between pollen grain of a flower and stigma of the same flower. Sigma of the same flower is called as self-pollination. That means take a datura or any other bisexual flower. It is having both female and male portions. Here I mentioned only male, one male portion. Okay, this is a flower. After the maturation of anther, the anther is burst out and the pollen grains are Okay, pollen grains are float in the atmospheric wind or air, and few of the pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of the same flower. This is only here only one flower is involved here. The pollen grains of stigma anther of this flower releases to stigma of the same flower, This type of pollination is called as self-pollination. This type of pollination is called as self-pollination. Now, cross-pollination means pollination occurs between two flowers of a plant ORR. Different plants is called as cross pollination, students. Okay, that means here in the cross pollination two flowers are involved. That means it is a plant, it having a branch. In this branch, here it is a female flower, here it is a female flower. Okay, female flower. Here it has a male flower, here it has a male flower, here it has a male flower. Okay, this is a plant, one plant. This is a plant. In this plant, the pollen grains from the anther of one flower, the pollen grains present in the anther of one flower is transported to the stigma. This is called as stigma. Of other flower. It is called as cross pollination. Even though two flowers are present on the same plant, but pollination occur between two flowers, so it is called as cross pollination. But cross pollination occurs also in second manner also. Here it is another plant, it is a branch having another flower. Here a stigma is present, along with the ovary. It is a female flower. Okay, it is a female flower. Here another branch is present. Here a male flower is present. But in the cross pollination, the pollen grains from one flower of one plant will reaches the stigma of another flower of other plant. It is also called as cross pollination. Is it clear, students? Nothing but pollination occurs between two flowers. Even though these two flowers present in a same plant, if pollination occur, that is called as cross pollination. If the flowers present on different plants, the pollination occurs between two flowers of a different plant also called as cross pollination. When it is called as self pollination, the stigma of a female part is fused with the pollen grain comes from the anther of the same flower. Okay, here both the bisexual flower, that means both male and female sexes are there. That's why this pollination is called as self pollination. This pollination is called as cross pollination. Okay, this is nothing but pollination. Then fertilization, then fertilization. Then fertilization. What is meant by fertilization, students? Fertilization, okay, fertilization. Fertilization is the fusion of male gamete and female gamete. Fusion of male gamete and female gamete is called as fertilization. Okay, fertilization, the fusion of male gamete and female gamete. What is male gamete here is pollen grain. What is female gamete here is ovule or embryo sac. Ovule is the female gamete, pollen grain is the male gamete here. Okay, these two involved in a process of fertilization and these two fused together to form a product called as zygote. This is called as fertilized product, fertilization product. Okay, fusion of pollen grain and the ovule. Okay, I will explain this along with the diagram also, but you just know about the definition. What is male gamete? That is pollen grain. What is female gamete? That is ovule. Okay, what is zygote? Fertilization product of pollen grain and the ovule. Okay, now fertilization is two types. That is, one is external fertilization, second one is internal fertilization. Okay, external fertilization means the fusion of male gamete and female gamete takes place at the external environment, like air, water, etc. factors. That means the fusion will take place at air and water or other external factors, but not inside the parent body. It is called as external fertilization. Okay, what is internal fertilization? The fusion of pollen grain and the ovule or the male gamete and the female gamete inside the parent body, is called as internal fertilization. External fertilization occurs in case of amphibians, okay, and earthworms, and some fishes, egg-laying fishes. External fertilization occur. Okay, amphibians like frog. Okay, some fishes releases eggs into the external water. From this, sperms from this male gamete and the female gamete are fused together to form a zygote. This zygote will develop into a new frog. This zygote will develop into a new fish. But the fusion takes place in which region? External to the frog body. External means outside, completely outside, not within the body. Okay, that is external fertilization. Earthworms also having external fertilization. Okay, the fusion of male and female gametes takes place, okay, outside the body. Okay, copulation takes place but fertilization takes place outside the body. This is about external fertilization. Internal fertilization means inside the parent body. Examples for internal fertilization: humans like us. Okay, we are human beings. Mans are human beings. The scientific name Homo sapiens sapiens. Okay, then plants also having internal fertilization. So in plant body also pollen grain and ovule fused inside a female flower present in a plant. So fertilization occur in plant, that's why it is related to internal fertilization. Okay, this is about types of fertilization. Okay, in the next class we learn about the structural information of diagrammatic representation of fertilization occurs in plant body. Okay, and then what are the changes occurs after fertilization, we'll also know. Okay, thank you.